What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how to download and use save files for your Wii and GameCube games on your homebrewed Wii. This tutorial will work for Wii games like Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Super Mario Bros, and any other online game that does not allow you to copy data from your SD card to your internal memory. If you're just here for the sole purpose of getting the Wii save files to work, go ahead and fast forward to the Wii section of this video. Alright, to start things off, I'm going to launch the GameCube game that I want to download a save file for to show I have no data on it. This step is not necessary, and I am doing it solely for the purpose of the video to show that I have no save data. For this demonstration, I'm going to be doing Mario Party 5. So from USB loader, I'm just going to find Mario Party 5 and then launch it. Now, I haven't played this before, so you can see at the bottom it says play count 0. Alright, so once the game loads up, whatever game you are doing, it'll ask you to make a save file. And obviously you can see I have nothing. So I'm just going to make a file and name it test. Doesn't matter what you name it, because whatever file that you download is going to override the name when you decide to play it. Alright, so that is now all that can be done on the Wii, so remove either your SD card or USB, whichever you use to store your GameCube games on, and I'll meet you over at the computer. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is visit the first link in the description to get to this web page that has 99% of what we need to download the save file. So first click the top link to download Dolphin if you do not already have it. Make sure to save it to your desktop to make things easier in a moment. Also, if you do not have 7-zip, you can get that by clicking here and installing that. And then just click the download link in the top left to download 7-zip. And then lastly, click the attachment of files at the bottom and again save them to your desktop. Alright, so once the files are downloaded, you're going to open up 7-zip and make sure that the path selected at the top is the path to your desktop so you can access your files that you just downloaded. So you can see mine are in the top left. I'll bring them right here. So select the first file for GCI to RAW files, and then at the top select extract, and then OK to have the zipped folder go to your desktop. As you can see, mine's up here in the top left. And then we're going to repeat this step for the Dolphin emulator right below it. Alright, once these files are extracted, open the GCI folder and take the blank card file out. I would recommend making a couple copies of this card and just posting them in the folder, as you can see that I have right here. And we're also going to launch Dolphin right here, the application. Then once you have Dolphin open, you are going to go up to Tools and then Memory Card Manager. And then you're going to open, click Desktop, and then find the blank card file that you just extracted and select it. Hit Open, and then click Import. And this is when you're going to hit Desktop again and find the GCI file you downloaded from online for your save file, which is right here. And then it'll show that the two are attached once you open it here. And then all you have to do here is close it. And then that blank card is now the save file. So from here, we just need the game ID for the game that we're doing. So I'm doing Mario Party 5, so I'm going to Google Mario Party 5 GameCube game ID. And then for this game ID, we only need the first 4 letters so that the game can be recognized in the system. So we'll copy those first 4 letters, and we're going to rename the blank card file after those 4 letters for the game ID. So we'll right click, rename, and paste, and then this is all set for the save file. So from here we're going to launch our USB that we store our games on, and then in the root of it we're going to go to the save folder, and then we're going to drop in this file that we just created. If you already have a file, like we had just launched the game, so we already have a save file, it's going to ask you to override it, and you can hit yes. If you've never launched the game, it'll just go into this folder, no problem. But from here, that's all you need to do on the computer, so I'll meet you back at the Wii. Alright, so from here, there really isn't that much left to do except load the game. The game is going to recognize the downloaded file that you just put on in the saves folder on the root of your card. So once you load the game up, it's going to be that file that you downloaded from online. So let's go to USB launcher, Mario Party 5. And then from here, once the game loads up, the file name should be different from what we named it earlier, which was test. Alright, press start. And there it is, a file from 2004. So this definitely worked, and then we can play this like normal. Yeah, that's pretty much it now, so we're going to move on to the Wii files, but I'm just going to poke around and show. This is 100% save file or whatever I downloaded. Yep, so everything works as if it was my own file. Alright, so now let's move to the Wii. Alright, first things first with the Wii, you want to make sure you download a save file. So I'm going to link in the description the website I use to download save files. Just click this arrow at the left side of the file and download it to your desktop. Now you're going to need the root of your SD card, not your USB, but your actual SD card for this one. And you're going to create a folder in this called private. And then in that folder, you're going to create another folder, call it Wii. Another folder in that one called title. And then this last one, you're going to create a folder and name it the game ID. So again, similar to the GameCube, I'm going to Google Mario Party 9 this time for the Wii and get the game ID. And again, we're only going to need these first 4 letters. Highlight and copy them. And we're going to name the folder after the game ID, not the file. So paste that in there. I'm going to drag and drop this file in there. Then all we have left to do here is rename it data. So right click on it, rename, and just name it data. This works for every game, so just rename it to data. And then we're also going to need Save Game Manager for the Wii specific save files. So to get here, I'll leave the link in the description again. Just click it, go to the right, download it to your desktop. From here, you can open it. So show in folder, double click it, open it. And then you're going to take this, which has these 3 files in it. You're going to take this folder and drag it to the root of your SD card in your apps folder. So it'll show up in the Homebrew app once you load it onto your Wii. Alright, so once we're in the Wii, like I had mentioned earlier, you have to load a game before you can override it with the save file from online. So if you've never launched the game that you're trying to override a save for, first you have to launch the game. I have not launched Mario Party 9 previously, so I'm going to launch it first to get a save file. Go to USB loader and start it. It's creating save data. So I'm just going to get to the main menu here. I really don't got to get to any point beyond that. Alright, so from here, I can just select the home button, and then go back to the Wii menu, because I just created a save file. And then from here, this is where you're going to go to Homebrew. Start that up, and then you're going to launch Save Game Manager GX. It's right here. Load it up. And once this loads up, we're going to select the private folder that we created in the root of the SD card. So private, click on it, and Wii, title, and then the Mario game, click on the save file, and then install it. Click OK, and then that is it. So from here, we can go back to the Wii menu. And then once we launch the game, it'll be just similar to the GameCube, how it just launches right into that save file. If you don't have an install option there, it must be because that you haven't loaded the game previously. So just, it is crucial that you launch the game prior to overriding the save file, because it won't give you an option to install the save file otherwise. This method also, like I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, works for games like Mario Kart, Super Mario Bros., Super Smash, and some other online games I know people are having issues with in some forums. Because if it's not an online game, essentially you can download a file to the SD card, and then the SD card can copy the data, but on the online games, the data can't be copied over. It blocks you from doing it. So you have to use this method instead to override it. As you can see here, I'm just going to go to the stars. And then I have max party points, everything. So clearly it is working. And I'm just going to poke around here and show that everything else is working fine. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask below and leave a comment. I'll try my best to get answers for you. Thank you, and peace out.
Yeah.